A majestic procession, the Nassau princes on horseback. Imagine being transported to the 17th century, where you witness a splendid parade of noble riders on their magnificent steeds. You marvel at their rich costumes, their dignified expressions, and their proud bearing. You wonder who they are, what they have done, and what they represent. You are looking at a painting that captures a moment in history, a painting that tells a story of power, prestige, and politics. The painting is a variant of a print by Willem Jacobsz Delff, who based his design on a work by Adriaen van der Ven, a famous Dutch painter and poet. The print was published in 1621 by Jan van der Ven, Adriaen's brother, who obtained a patent from the States General to produce and sell the representation of the House of the Heroes of Nassau on horseback. The print was a huge success, as it celebrated the achievements and lineage of the Nassau family, who played a crucial role in the 80 Years' War against Spain and the 30 Years' War in Europe. The painting, which is attributed to a follower of Adriaen van der Ven around 1625, is a copy of the print with some modifications. The most notable addition is Frederik V, the Elector Palatine, who joined the Nassau princes in the front row. Frederik V was the husband of Elizabeth Stuart, the daughter of King James I of England, and the leader of the Protestant Union in Germany. He was also the King of Bohemia for a brief period, until he was defeated by the Catholic League at the Battle of White Mountain in 1620. He fled to the Netherlands, where he lived in exile until his death in 1632. His inclusion in the painting reflects his close ties with the Nassau family and his importance in the Protestant cause. The other riders in the front row are, from left to right, Prince Maurits, the stadholder of Holland and Zeeland and the commander of the Dutch army, Philips Willem, the eldest son of William the Silent and the first Prince of Orange, and Frederick Hendrik, the youngest son of William the Silent and the successor of Maurits as stadholder and commander. Behind them are Ernst Casimir, Willem Lodewijk, and Johan Ernst, who were counts of Nassau and governors of various provinces in the Dutch Republic. They were all cousins of Maurits and Frederick Hendrik, and descendants of John VI of Nassau-Dillenburg, the brother of William the Silent. The two boys in the left foreground are probably Willem and Lodewijk, the sons of Maurits and Margaretha van Mechelen, his mistress. They were both illegitimate, but they were recognized and raised by their father, who had no legitimate heirs. They were also granted titles and lands by their uncle, Frederick Hendrik, who adopted them as his heirs. The painting is a remarkable display of the Nassau family's influence and glory, as well as their solidarity and loyalty. The riders are depicted in their finest attire, with elaborate hats, collars, cloaks, and sashes. Their horses are also adorned with splendid trappings, such as plumes, bridles, and saddles. The background shows a verdant landscape with trees, hills, and a river, creating a contrast with the dark and somber sky. The painting evokes a sense of majesty, dignity, and nobility, as well as a hint of drama and tension. However, the painting also reveals some flaws and weaknesses, both in its artistic execution and its historical accuracy. The painter, who was not van der Ven himself, but a follower of his, did not manage to capture the natural proportions and expressions of the figures and the horses. The bodies are distorted, the heads are too large, the feet are too small, and the poses are stiff and awkward. The faces are bland and lifeless, lacking any individuality or emotion. The horses are also rigid and unnatural, with some of them appearing to be floating in the air. The painter also made some changes to the original print, such as replacing some of the tall hats with lower ones, and adding a mysterious figure behind Maurits, who might be the patron of the painting. These changes, however, do not improve the composition or the meaning of the painting, but rather create confusion and inconsistency. The painting, therefore, is not a masterpiece of art, but a curious and fascinating piece of history. It is a testimony of the Nassau family's legacy and impact, as well as their challenges and struggles. It is a snapshot of a turbulent and pivotal era, where religion, politics, and war shaped the destiny of nations and individuals. It is a painting that invites us to explore and appreciate the past, as well as to reflect and question the present.